Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Let's get into our next conversation as we take a look at other issues here. So, reports has put it that the forex crisis rather in Nigeria, has been attributed to quite a lot of factors. Specifically, quite a lot of analysts are criticizing the $3 billion injection into forex market. And while JP Morgan has revealed that Nigeria currently, Nigeria's forex reserve has dropped to below $4 billion. And so analysts, quite a lot of analysts are reacting to this. So let's get talking what the government is doing. Why do we have a depletion of forex from $14 billion to $3.5 billion in December? That's a revelation coming from JP Morgan. But a report from the Central Bank of Nigeria spotlighting obstacles affecting $15 billion of the country's $33.9 billion foreign reserve dealt a blow to the positive news about the government's enhanced credit rating. Information that the country had only $18 billion in net reserves confirmed the suspicions of local portfolio managers and foreign investors that the CBN was limited in its capacity to intervene in the forex market. So let's get talking now what the government is doing to address this loophole. Been joined by Olaide Bano, he's a macroeconomic analyst. He joins us via the telephone. Thank you for joining us. Good morning. It's good to have you again. Talk to us about this revelation coming from JP Morgan.
Good morning. Thank you for having me again.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I think we should start from there. The revelation coming from JP Morgan saying that the country's forex reserve dropped to around $3 billion in December 2022. So what's your position and how is the market reacting to this revelation?
Following the revelation by the JP Morgan, we understand from the financial report list for CBN financial reports after December 2022, state that the CBN has borrowed some money from the oversee the international investment banks, and the foreign reserve is being used as a pledge against borrowing. And following that, if you factor in the value of the borrowing from the CBN into the foreign reserve, you observe that there will be huge decline, and that's what the revelation the JP Morgan is referring to, that the reserve has declined significantly compared to what we are seeing on the CBN platform. And if you factor in that into the FX market, you begin to realize that there is no FX way which the CBN can interfere in the FX market, and that's significantly impacting the FX rates that we are seeing in the market now.
Okay. So what does it portend for the Nigeria market? This is not good news at all. And perhaps maybe the CBN was trying to hide these from investors earlier, but just by that report review, that perhaps the CBN was trying to maybe play hide and seek before now. So what does it portend for us?
I would say CBN has been trying to hide it from the public in the past. Basically, that we've all know that since 2022, it's beginning to show significantly since 2022 that the CBN has been borrowing through the ways and means and many other ones for the federal government, and definitely you can't be borrowing at that particular rate without any further pledge against the borrowing you are doing, and that's affect the foreign reserve which the JP Morgan is referring to. Then the impact that we are seeing is what we are seeing currently, that there is a huge depreciation on the currency, because mostly every investor, every speculators, what they are doing now is to short the naira and able to put their investment in the dollar, because they believe that there is no supply supply in the market that can be coming from the CBN side of it. CBN begin to stop let me say I've stopped the supply of dollar over the past few months in this, and this has largely affected the FX market. We saw about 2 weeks ago when the dollar was approaching the 1,000 naira, and following the recent announcement from the NNPC that the NNPC has borrowed about 3 billion naira to support the federal government in the FX market before we begin to see a kind of appreciation in the naira.
But how is that impacting the market? How significant is that amount of $3 billion in the forex market? Some people will look at it as just a drop in the ocean.
Exactly, it's a drop in the ocean. Assuming we are having about a $10 billion injection in the FX market, we begin to see a very significant, which the parallel market will nearly approach, or let me say, close to the high window rates. It's a drop in the ocean because that is very low compared to what the market demands for. It's about, if I should look at it, about 30 to 40% of what the market demand, and we only see this around that last week when the rate declined from about 950 naira in the parallel market to about 860 as at Friday, and currently as we speak, the FX rate has begun to approach 900 naira again, which means that what the significance of that 3 billion naira in the market has faded away, and many investors are beginning to say, okay, the supply of that 3 billion naira in the market, and definitely the demand of the dollar continue, which affects the naira again.
I don't know that the acting CBN, acting CBN Governor Fola Shonubi stated that the situation in the market was being monitored and that the government was working on a short-term fix. So if we talk about short-term fix, the short-term fix, of course, we had $3 billion already injected into the market, supported by, coming from NNPC Limited there. But what are the long-term measures that can be taken? Because it looks like the short-term fix may not be effective, as it were. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I didn't get the last question very well.
So I was saying that I was asking you that the acting governor Shonubi talked about what the federal government is doing in the short term to address the challenges in the market, but it looks like that it's not going to work. Even with the $3 billion injection in the forex market, we've seen that is not significant enough to address the challenges. So going forward, what are the long-term or steps that you think we can take to address these challenges?
If you remember in the past, what happened, I think 2016, the CBN banned the supply of forex to the BDC, and as a result of one issue or other, saying that okay, there will be increase in the registration of BDC, and majority of the majority of who have this BDC has more than 2 or 3 BDC registered, and they use that to get FX supply from the CBN. So as at that time there was stoppage of FX supply to the